This is going to be the 22nd lesson of the Kids Ministries February series, Keep It Holy. This is also the fourth lesson that teaches about the Ten Commandments. Dad, Carrie says we're supposed to keep the Sabbath day holy, and she says that's Saturday, not Sunday, said Abbie. She's wrong, isn't she? She's right about the Old Testament Sabbath being the seventh day of the week, which is Saturday, said Dad. But the Bible gives evidence that New Testament believers met on the first day of the week. Why did they change, asked Abbie. Because Jesus rose from the grave on Sunday, Dad explained. When we meet on Sunday, we're celebrating his resurrection and the new life we have in him. That's why we call it the Lord's Day. Oh, well, I'll tell Carrie, said Abbie as she left the room. But Abbie was a deep thinker, so in a few minutes she returned. Dad, do we have to remember the Lord's Day to keep it holy like the Ten Commandments say to keep the Sabbath? Dad smiled. We don't live in Old Testament culture anymore, he said, but I believe that a day of rest is a principle God established. When he created the world, he rested on the seventh day. I believe it's good for us to also keep a day special for God. Madeline and her family don't do that, said Abbie. She frowned. They had a picnic at the beach last Sunday and they went swimming, she added accusingly. Now hold on, Dad said firmly. The way a person spends the Lord's Day is between himself and God. The 14th chapter of Romans talks about that, and it says we shouldn't judge others on these matters. There are things that I believe our family should save for other days of the week, but God doesn't really give any rules about that. Abbie looked solemnly at her father. Okay, she said after a moment. I'll remember why you won't let us do some things on Sunday. It's our day of rest and our way of keeping that day special for the Lord. Do you set aside Sunday to worship and honor your Lord? Are there some things you don't do because you wish to honor God rather than please yourself? You may choose to honor him by having a nap or taking a walk. Maybe, like many people, you meet to worship God and study his word with other believers. Perhaps you enjoy fellowship as you visit friends or family after church. Be careful not to judge others, but why not make each of your Sundays a special day to honor your Lord? I certainly agree that Sunday should be a special day of rest from non-essential work and an opportunity to worship, praise, and serve God. You can do this in many different ways, including by praying, singing hymns, and witnessing to other people about Jesus Christ. And you don't have to worship God just in church. You can worship him at home and in the community as well. The key verse is the fourth commandment in Exodus 28. Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy. For more information, you can also read Exodus 29 through 11, Acts 27, and Romans 14:10. Thank you very much for listening to this story, and please share it in the name of God. Amen.